Have you ever felt a sudden tug at your heart, like someone was thinking about you, even though you had no proof? Maybe you were sipping your coffee, and out of nowhere, his face appeared in your mind. No reason, no warning, just him. What if I told you that's not just imagination? Psychology says there are real, powerful signs that someone is thinking about you, especially when it's a man who's trying to hide how deeply he feels. I'm going to reveal 5 of those signs, subtle, emotional, and backed by psychology, that tell you he's got you on his mind, even when he doesn't say a word. Sign 1. You feel his emotional echoes. Have you ever felt something shift inside you, out of the blue? A sudden wave of emotion, a strange calm, or even a sharp sense of longing that seems to come from nowhere? Psychologically, this isn't just a mood swing. It could be what experts call an emotional echo, a sign of subconscious connection. When someone is intensely thinking about you, especially someone with emotional ties to you, your brain's mirror neurons can actually pick up on that energy. It's like your heart is tuning into a silent frequency only you can hear. You might feel him in moments of stillness, when the world is quiet, but your chest feels full. You might catch yourself smiling for no reason or blinking away tears that don't belong to anything you can explain. That's not coincidence. That's connection. When someone holds you in their thoughts deeply enough, sometimes you feel the warmth of their presence, even across distance and silence. Sign 2. He randomly shows up in your thoughts. You're going about your day, maybe folding laundry, driving, or scrolling through your phone, and suddenly there he is, his face, his voice, a memory you didn't even know you still carried. Why now? Why him? Psychologists believe that when 2 people share an emotional bond, their minds can stay subtly connected, even when they're apart. Your subconscious can sense when someone is mentally focused on you, especially if that focus is intense or emotionally charged. So when he randomly appears in your thoughts, it might not be so random at all. It could be a quiet ripple from his mind, reaching yours. A whisper that says, "You're on my mind. Do you feel it too?" In those moments, don't dismiss the feeling. Sometimes you're not just thinking about him, he's thinking you into his world. Sign 3. He reaches out at strange times. It's late, maybe past midnight, or maybe you've just had a long day, and then your phone lights up. It's him, a simple "hey," or a random meme, or a question he didn't really need to ask. Why now? Why out of nowhere? Here's what psychology tells us. When someone is thinking about you deeply, their brain craves emotional relief, and that craving often leads to impulsive action, texting you, calling you, even if they don't know why. Men especially often struggle to process emotions directly, so instead they reach out indirectly, through timing that feels random, but is actually when their thoughts about you become too loud to ignore. That message wasn't just casual, it was pressure breaking through silence. When he reaches out in those strange, quiet hours, it's not his fingers doing the talking, it's his heart. Sign 4. You catch him staring and looking away. It's late, maybe past midnight, or maybe you've just had a long day, and then your phone lights up. It's him, a simple "hey," or a random meme, or a question he didn't really need to ask. Why now? Why out of nowhere? Here's what psychology tells us. When someone is thinking about you deeply, their brain craves emotional relief, and that craving often leads to impulsive action, texting you, calling you, even if they don't know why. Men especially often struggle to process emotions directly, so instead they reach out indirectly, through timing that feels random, but is actually when their thoughts about you become too loud to ignore. That message wasn't just casual, it was pressure breaking through silence. When he reaches out in those strange, quiet hours, it's not his fingers doing the talking, it's his heart. Sign 5, you dream about him and he mentions you later. You dream of him. Maybe it's soft, maybe it's vivid, but it feels real, so real that when you wake up, you carry it with you all day. Then suddenly, he calls or texts or says something that eerily lines up with what you dreamt. That's not just a coincidence. Psychology shows that our dreams are deeply connected to our subconscious emotions, and sometimes they act as a mirror of what someone else is projecting toward us, especially if there's a strong emotional connection between you. When a man is thinking about you often, especially at night, when thoughts turn into longing, your subconscious may pick up on that. And when two emotional energies align, they can meet in dreams. So when you dream of him and he somehow reaches out or says something that fits, pay attention. That's not fantasy. That's a quiet collision of two inner worlds. And it means you're not just on his mind. You might be in his heart. The heart has a way of knowing things before the mind catches up. When someone is truly thinking about you, when you live in the quiet corners of his thoughts, you feel it in the stillness, in the timing, in the energy that passes between moments without a single word spoken. Psychology can give us the signs, but love gives us the whispers, the invisible threads that tie two people together even when they're apart. So if you've noticed these signs, if his presence lingers in your thoughts, in your dreams, in the space between text messages, maybe it's because he's thinking of you too. And maybe he just doesn't know how to say it yet. But now you do. If any of these signs felt familiar to you, tell me in the comments. I read every word. And if you're still unsure, trust your heart. It's more honest than you think.